Hey guys, so there are just some people you should not take advice from. People who haven't experienced certain things in their life. Um, Super young people who are trying to give you advice on something that a much older person would probably be going through. And you don't take advice from her. This is Mia Khalifa, and I'm sure you know that name. She used to get rammed for a living. So she's giving marriage advice. So this woman has had two failed marriages and a third failed engagement, all before she was 30 years old. And she thinks she can give advice to people about marriage. And most of it's just like, oh, well, women shouldn't be afraid to leave it. We know that. No one's afraid to leave. I mean, there are some cases where, oh, well, we try to work through it and blah, blah, blah. But she clearly has commitment issues. Again, two failed marriages and an engagement that failed. She's only 30 years old. She's only, and if you look at her now, she looks like a middle-aged mom. Like she looks like she should be driving her kids to soccer practice. Um, but let's hear actually what did Mia Khalifa is giving young women marriage advice. Read that sentence again. This world's finished. So, now that she doesn't have 15 dicks in her mouth, let's see the kinds of things that she talks about when she's not gargling them balls.
Oh, we're comparing stats. Baby girl doesn't know that I am Tom Brady at this game. Married at 18, divorced at 21. Second marriage, married at 25, divorced at 28. Third engagement, engaged at 29, ended it at 30, but I kept the ring. I'm still keeping Tom Brady on his toes. We should not be afraid to leave these men. We are not stuck with these people. Marriage is not a sanctimonious thing. It is paperwork. It's something, it's a commitment you make to someone. But if you feel like you're not getting anything from that commitment and you're trying, you gotta go. You gotta go. You have to go. I know it's difficult to fill out paperwork and to make appointments and to do all of these things, but this is your fucking life. Do you want to be stuck with someone? Period. Do you want to be stuck with someone?
So, two failed marriages, a third potential marriage failed in the engagement, rammed for a living, got her hoochie nails going on, because if you want long nails, that's one thing. But nails that long, you don't really need unless you have a certain image you're trying to keep up. Smoking, whatever it may be at the time. And this is the kind of person that you look to for marriage advice. If you don't want to get married and be held down or whatever, then don't get fucking married. If you're dating someone, you don't have to get married to them. Look at freaking Gene Simmons and his what I think they finally got married not too long ago. But for 20 something years they were just dating. They were boyfriend girlfriend. And they were living together, they had kids, but they weren't married. You don't have to get married to the person you're with. And right now it doesn't seem like it's a women problem or a sanctimonious, oh, it's not. No, it's a her problem. She's the one having problems with commitment. She's the one having difficulties here. Now it could be that dudes just don't like the fact that she got rammed by dudes for a living. You know, because it's like when they kiss her, they're tasting the dicks of like 1,000 other dudes. I don't know. I don't know. But the way she's talking about it, this isn't, I don't think it's the guy's fault. You know, because she seems proud of it. She was comparing her divorce type thing to being like the Tom Brady of it. She seems proud in the fact that she's had two divorces and a failed engagement all before she was 30 years old. This is not the person you take advice from. Someone who clearly has commitment issues, someone who clearly doesn't view marriage as anything but paperwork. If you don't want to do paperwork, if you don't want to get married, then don't fucking get married. Don't do it. It's like if you know you want to fuck around with people, don't get married. Don't date someone and promise to marry them and then marry if you know you're not going to be faithful to them. Get to know the person before you fucking marry them. So that way you know exactly what you're in for, they know exactly what they're in for. Because the start of the dating, it's all fun and games. You know, that's when the love is the strongest. But then after a little bit, you kind of get tired of each other. You each do things that get on each other's nerves. And eventually you're living together, you're married, and that's where things fall apart. Some people can work through it, some people can't. So make sure that when you get married, you know for sure that is the person you want to marry. Now, they always say, oh, there's always a person better for you than the person you end up marrying, which is probably true. But no one wants to keep going through that for the rest of their life. Marrying someone, divorce, marrying someone else, divorce. So if you're with someone, get to know them. Make sure that's the person you want to be with. For, you know, with their flaws and all that, because that's why they ask you, you know, through thick and thin, sickness and in health, death, you know, all that. You're making a vow and commitment to accept that person for who they are. And then you want to flake out because he acted like this and I didn't like that, or he doesn't like the fact that I fucking sell my body online. If you want to sell your body online, good luck trying to find a committed guy because no guy is going to want to be with that. Most men are looking for someone who has respect for themselves. I'm just saying, when they know that you're a former porn star and I believe she has an OnlyFans or whatever, no one, the dudes are gonna have trust issues. Just saying. But people, she seriously thinks that people should take her advice. And of course, she's only calling out women. Women should be. How about anyone? How about anyone who's in a relationship? Or, in fact, as I said, if you don't feel you can have the commitment, and you know you're a person who likes to fuck around with others, if you want to have sex with people, fine. That's fine. But don't get with someone and then continue to fuck around with others. If you know you're a party kind of person, well, guess what? If your partner doesn't like to party like you're going out partying, they're staying home, wondering why you're going out. Guess what? They're going to have a problem with it at some point. So if you like to party, maybe you shouldn't be in a relationship with someone who doesn't. Not that fucking hard. But in this situation, she is the problem. Again, she's acting like, oh yeah, I'm the Tom Brady of divorces. Yeah, that's I I I don't think that's you should be proud of that. The fact that you're 30 years old and have already had two failed marriages and a failed engagement. 30 years old. Hmm. But someone wrote a so this person, Diesel, bring the old version of Mia back. The update broke her. So I came in just because I said, greetings, user. We're sorry to hear about the issues that you are experiencing, but we're here to help. If you find that your current Mia Khalifa isn't working as intended or is giving issues, have you tried to perform a factory reset on the system? Simple, clever. Um, Very curious what in her mind the word commitment means. She has no idea what the word means. That doesn't sound like marriage advice. That sounds that's how to be successful at divorce. Those nails, it's obvious she makes poor decisions. Yeah, false equivalence. Tom Brady got wins. Getting divorced is an L. Till death to us part is lost in the, yeah, there we go. I think she's doing it for both parties, but explaining in a really weird way. Marriage is love. Okay, God. Jesus. Marriage is love. We love spending time with this person. You love engaging with this person. You love being there for this person when it's times are tough. Love is commitment, not a solution. And yes, we are doomed. Us men out there, 18 plus, these women seem to have lost any idea of commitment. Because most girls now, it's these girls are taught to be, oh, empowered and girl bosses, and you don't need no man. So most of these, you go on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, and you see all these girls who seem fine at first, but then you look on their profiles and they all have fucking OnlyFans account because they don't want any real commitment. They want all the rewards. They want to be able to sell their fucking asshole online and get all that money, but it's like, and then they start asking, oh, where are all the good men? The good men don't want to be with someone who's selling pictures of their asshole online. That's why you can't get a good man. You're going to get the guys who are going to use and abuse you because they don't have respect for women. The men who are going to respect you are not interested because they don't want to, because it's like those things. It's like, imagine having kids with that kind of person. So what was mommy doing when you first met her? Well, mommy was selling pictures of her tits and asshole online for money. I mean, imagine having to explain to your kid that's what mommy was doing when you first met. But there's this whole idea going around that girls don't need no man and that it's a girl boss moment and oh my god, yeah, slay queen. And men are just kind of pushed to the side. And then when there's no good men left, the women are the ones that, hey, where are they? Where are they? Well, you push them away. You've pushed them away. And that's not an us problem. That's a you problem. You've put yourself in that mindset of, well, I don't need no man. I'm a girl boss. I take what I want. And then when there's no one to hold you up and be there for you, you wonder why. It's people like her that are the problem. She's going for that girl boss. I don't need no man. Apparently you do, because you've gone through 3 fucking failed marriages already. So apparently you do need a man. It's just no one wants to be with your stupid ass. And just the smug cockiness that she has this entire video. 2 failed marriages and a failed engagement. It's not something to be proud about, and yet she's like boasting about it. That's not something to be proud about. Most people in their life want to get married only once. Only once. She's done it twice, almost 3 times, and she's only 30 years old. So it's not a them problem. It's a her problem. Any girl who is like this complaining about marriage and all the problems that go through it and paperwork, you're the problem. If you don't want to be with that man, don't marry him. It's okay to just keep dating. It's okay to just stay boyfriend, girlfriend. You can live with each other or whatever. You don't need to get married. You don't need to get married for that sense of family and companionship. You don't. Again, not exactly the kind of person you should be taking advice from. So, anyway. So how'd you meet mommy? Oh yeah, I met mommy when she was getting rammed every day by big black dudes and getting 15 cocks shoved down her throat and asshole every day. Yeah, that's when I met mommy. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.